What's up, everyone? I just watched Boss Level on Hulu, directed by Joe Carnahan. So let's take a look. This is going to be a spoiler review for the movie, but if you're looking for like a fun action movie to watch, I would certainly recommend you check this one out. I had a ton of fun with it. It's also really violent, so if you like violence, this movie may be for you. Anyways, if you enjoy the video, subscribe for more content like this. And also let me know down below what you thought of Boss Level. It's a pretty interesting movie. Let's get into my review. So this movie follows Roy Pulver, played by Frank Grillo, and he's essentially reliving the same day over and over again, kind of in this like time loop thing, like kind of like Groundhog Day, obviously a good example of this whole like time loop thing that they do nowadays. Except people are trying to kill him. And throughout the movie, he has to like learn new ways to like adapt and survive and try not to die and figure out what's going on. And it has this whole like video game vibe, like he's on a boss level and he has to like keep learning new ways every time he dies and figuring out what he can do better. Similar to like a boss fight in a video game, and hence the title of the movie, Boss Level. Anyway, so that's really the plot of the movie. Obviously, there's lots of different twists throughout, as you expect from a time loop movie. Anyways, let's look at what this movie did well. So I thought this movie was just really entertaining and fresh. Maybe it's because really the 2021 movies haven't been that great so far, but I just had a blast watching this. The action scenes were a ton of fun, and they're just really funny. Like, I laughed quite a few times during this movie, especially when the main character kept like dying over and over again. He would do all this work to like get something done, and then he would just get shot in the head. I thought that was funny, and overall I just enjoyed the like different ways and different creative ways that like characters and like people kept dying in this movie, and this movie really just had fun with killing people, and I can appreciate that. It's just, this movie's not trying to blow you away. It's having a good time. It's very self-aware of what it is, just kind of this B-level action movie, and it has fun with that, and it just goes for it. Like, right off the bat, this movie is violent, it is brutal, and it's just like, and it's trying to have fun, and that does not let up through the entire hour and 30-something minutes of the movie. And I really like Frank Grillo's character as the lead. He's really a good action star, and he's also pretty funny at times in this movie, and he's very believable as an action star. He looks like an action star, and he's just, he's really good at it. He's really compelling as the lead. He's believable. You feel for him when he's down. You root for him, and he's just a good action star, and I really hope to see him in more action movies in the future because he's quite good at it. Alongside that, this movie had an all-around good cast, like Naomi Watts, Mel Gibson, you even had Rob Gronkowski, or Gronk, flying the helicopter at the beginning with a machine gun. And so it was really funny when he got a knife thrown into his head. That was pretty hilarious. But it had a fun, diverse, well-rounded cast, and that was a nice plus. I thought the plot was a really cool like twist on like the Groundhog Day time loop concept, mixed with like video games. I had fun with that. I like that, it's kind of like attempt number one and attempt number two. I play a lot of video games. I thought that concept was pretty fun. Maybe not the most original idea ever, but I thought this movie did a good job at playing with this idea. Alright, so now let's look at the bad. My only real complaint with this movie is I thought this movie was a bit too dramatic at times. Like, I enjoy watching Frank Grillo shoot people in the face, but I had a hard time caring about the plot at certain times, like kind of the dramatic elements of the plot where you're supposed to like feel emotion. I simply just thought this movie's like fun and like dark humor tone, with all this like brutal action, and you're kind of making jokes on that. I don't think that blended with this like kind of dramatic plot they were going for, with kind of this like family arc with his kid and his wife, or I don't know if it was his wife, whoever she was to him. I don't think those two mixed together. I think both individually were good stories, but when you mix them together, I don't think it really worked. But that being said, who cares about the plot of a movie like this? But along the same notes with the plot, I thought it was sometimes like hard to follow and like confusing at times, and I thought the ending was kind of lazy with him kind of starting attempt one. I was kind of like, whoa, that's the end? Like, I don't know, I kind of wanted to see what happened. But once again, the plot, it's not the main focus of the movie, the action is. And I thought the action was pretty good, though I don't like it when the action's like super choppy. like a lot of the times it is in this movie. It just feels like they're like shooting the action scenes with like the littlest effort put in, and then it's not like choreographed or anything, and it doesn't look visually pleasing. But that stuff also has a lot to do with budget, and I don't know what this movie's budget was. I don't think the action scenes in this movie were particularly good. I thought like the killing was cool. It looked visually nice when characters got killed, but the action kind of prior to that didn't look super cool. I wish, pretty much with all action movies nowadays, that the action's less choppy, more long cuts. And that's what makes action scenes good nowadays, is just these long panning takes of action. Kind of like what you see in like John Wick as an example. But like that's the issue with almost every action movie nowadays. So overall, I did like this movie. I had a ton of fun with it. It was entertaining as hell. I like it when movies just go for it. This movie simply just wants to be as violent as it can be, and it really just achieves that goal. Frank Grillo is great as the action star in this movie, and overall this movie was just a pleasant surprise and a really good entry to the 2021 catalog of movies so far. So I'm going to give Boss Level a 79% and a B-. It's a good fun action movie with some really funny moments and some really like dark humor moments, but at the same time it will be a little bit forgettable, and the plot is a little bit generic and confusing, but I did enjoy it. So that will do it for my review of Boss Level. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, let me know what you thought of this movie down below. It was an interesting movie, to say the least. It's certainly a surprising entry into the 2021 movies so far. It's probably my favorite movie of 2021 so far, but I haven't seen a ton of movies this year, but I did like this one. I like action movies quite a bit, and I like action movies that are really violent and just go for it, that don't hold back, and this one didn't. And you can't ask for much more from a movie like this. It delivered on everything you wanted, and that's all I need. Anyways, thanks for watching, and have a great day.